ever noticed that when Jesus was teaching, he often told stories to help his followers understand what he wanted them to learn? He knew that stories help us understand difficult ideas, and our Bible lesson today is one of those stories. If Jesus had given this story a title, he might have called it The Story of the Vine and the Branches. The story was about grapevines. He chose the grapevine for this story because in the land where Jesus lived, there were many grapevines, and he knew his followers would know a lot about them. I don't know if you have ever seen a grapevine, but here's a picture so that you can see it clearly. There's the vine, the part that has roots that go down into the ground to get nutrients from the soil and water from the earth. And then there are the branches that grow out of the vine. Lots of branches, all connected back to the vine. The grapes grow on the branches, pretty much like any fruit tree that you might have seen. They have a trunk and branches and fruit growing on them. The only way that a branch can have fruit on it is for it to remain connected to the vine. If a branch gets disconnected, it will wither up and die. It'll just become like a dry stick with no life left in it. A disconnected branch cannot bear any fruit. Jesus told this story about the grapevine because he wanted his followers to understand how important it was for them to stay connected to him. He told them, "I am the vine and you are the branches. If you remain in me, you will have much fruit, but apart from me, you can do nothing." Jesus wants you and me to produce fruit in our life. He wants us to be kind and generous and gentle and loving, and he wants us to love others the way that he loves us. So what would that look like in our lives if everyone loved people the way that Jesus loves us? We would absolutely love and accept everyone as precious and made in the image of God. And we would care for everyone and look out for the needs of all people. We would display all of those fruits of the Spirit that we talked about last week in our lives. Love and joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Can we do and be all these things on our own? No way! If the branch gets disconnected from the vine, it just withers up and dies. It becomes an old stick that doesn't do much at all. Just as the branches must be connected to the vine before they can produce fruit, you and I must stay connected to Jesus in order to produce good fruit in our lives. If we remain close to Jesus and keep our lives connected to Jesus by loving others the way Jesus has called us to, then we will grow. And we won't just grow, we will flourish and experience great joy. And our lives can be branches that overflow with wonderful fruit.